brisket. I got my barbecue shoes on. Gonna smoke me a fat brisket. I got my barbecue shoes on. I got my natural case. I got the hogs on the
Welcome to BBQPitBoys.com. Today we're cooking up a ham and cheese roast at the pit, and it's real easy to do. All right, what is a ham and cheese roast? Well, let me show you. We're going to start out with a half ham. You've seen these before. This is a boneless half ham. Oh man, they are good any way you serve them. But we're going to kick it up a notch. So what I have here is a apple core, right? You've seen these before. They're not all the same, but this is the type you want. And of course, with this roast, you're going to need the cheese. It's a ham and cheese roast. Now let me show you how we're going to do this first. We're going to take this apple core here, and we're going to core out some plugs. And you do it just like this, all right? Few twists, pull it out. There's the hole you create, and sometimes it takes a few tries to get it out, but this is what you end up with, a ham plug, just like that. Let me show you another one. Again, with your apple core, and not all apple cores are the same. You might have to search this one out. You plug it, and you've got a nice ham plug like that. So essentially, we're going to make a Swiss cheese out of this boneless ham. Oh man, I'm telling you. Just like that. Now, if you've never had a ham and cheese roast before, you definitely got to check it out. This is some real good eating at the pit. And by golly, most people have never seen it done before. All right. Like I said, real easy to do. Man. All right. Now, we're going to need the cheese. So we're going to use the same apple core, and we're going to get some plugs of cheese. We're using a sharp cheddar here. Works really good with this ham. Use a cheddar if you can, of course, right? Oh, man. Let me cut a couple more. I think you have an idea where we're going with this, right? We're turning some cheddar cheese into some Swiss cheese. It'll confuse the mice, right? Pull out a core, and we're ready. Now, of course, we're going to take these cheese plugs and plug it into your whole ham right there, or half ham. And we're going to plug it with a piece of the leftover ham, just like that. Now, that'll, of course, keep most of the cheese inside as it slowly melts when you're cooking it. You get the picture? Oh yeah. When you're sick of those same old hams going on in Mama's kitchen, this is what you do. Plug it with some cheese. Now here I have some cooked sausage. These are breakfast sausage. They're already cooked. All we have to do is heat them up. All right? So we're going to use that as well. Give you some ideas what you can do with this ham. And here we've got a relish. All right? We made this relish up a few episodes before. I'm going to use that as a flavor too. So there's a lot of ways you can go with this. And I'm telling you, it'll be good. Now, our objective today is not only make a ham and cheese roast, but a ham and cheese on rye, right? A classic sandwich, a ham and cheese on rye. And we'll do that at the end of this video, right? I'm telling you, this is good enough to eat already. Now with a ham, and of course a ham is cured pork. I'm sure you know that. It comes from the hind quarter of the ham. That's what it's going to look like. And the ham, like I said, is cured pork. It's pretty much ready to eat, but we want to raise the temperature internally of the ham to about 140 degrees Fahrenheit to fully cook it, right? And here we've got some skewers, right? Wood skewers. This will help stabilize it because we're going to keep this ham in the upright position, and this helps keep the cheese inside the ham. Now we're going to place it on our kettle grill here, indirect, opposite the hot coals, right? We're going to use it like an oven. And to the pan we'll add some water, some moisture, right? We want to keep the humidity up in this kettle grill while we cook it. And it's not going to take long. Like I said, our goal is 140 degrees Fahrenheit internal. Now while we're waiting, we don't want the rest of those ham plugs to go to waste, so we're going to make a onion and ham glaze, so to speak. Slice up some fresh onions. Oh, got some butter in there. Smells good already. And we're going to take some of these ham plugs and cut them up a little bit smaller. We're going to make a condiment, or for some snacking. And here we've got some orange marmalade. Use a good marmalade, like an apricot marmalade. We're adding some sugar to the pan, essentially. And here we've got a little bit of soy sauce, maybe a couple of tablespoons. Fry it up. And after we've cooked it a bit, we'll add some beer. And we'll simmer it slowly until it gets nice and thick. Oh, man. In a little bit, it'll look just like that. Syrupy, thick, salty, sweet. Oh, man. Now the ham is, it's been cooking now for about half hour, 40 minutes. And we'll take some of them drippings in there and use it as a glaze. Now this is optional. Oh man. Can you smell that? It smells good. Oh man. All right, put the cover on. Probably got another 40 minutes to go. And in the miracle of time, take a look at that. Oh, man. I say it's time to eat. Pull it off the grill. Take a look. Cheese is melted. Oh, are you kidding me? Now we're going to let it set just a little bit because that cheese is so hot, right? It'll run out. So we want to cool it down. So about 15 minutes has gone by, cooled down a bit. And let me show you what this looks like. Oh, I'm telling you, perfect. Now, like I was saying, we want to make a ham and cheese on rye, that classic sandwich, one of the great sandwiches, right? So we cut up some slices. And I say it's time to eat. Got some good fresh rye bread. This will store well in the refrigerator, so you can be eating off this roast all week for your ham and rye, right? And of course, we do apologize for eating in front of you like this, but we call this Pitmaster privilege. Oh, man. telling you,
Some thighs at the chicken
don't get any better than
my
this.
barbecue shoes.
And if you don't get it, well, you're on the wrong damn channel now, aren't you?
Thighs at the chicken coop. Got my barbecue shoes on. Gonna throw up some legs and get some barbecue.
Fresh rye bread, some mustard, big old slice of ham and cheese.
My stomach
And we're gonna take up that those condiments right there, put it right on top. Are you kidding me? So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your pit, check out BBQPitBoys.com.